So what I've done today is I've gathered some household items that you normally would find in the kitchen. And today we're kind of going to discuss what you can do with them around the house to work on some of our fine motor skills. So the first thing I have is a turkey baster. So what you're going to do, you can basically dip it into colored water, squeeze, let it go. You can transfer things. You can try and pick up paper so the end will stick. Really anything, get creative with these kinds of things. It doesn't have to be this size. It can be a smaller size as well. It can be just as effective. The second thing I gathered was a can opener. These are really, really great to work on some bilateral coordination, some lateral grasp. Work on opening those cans when it's time for lunch, when it's time for dinner. Get those kids involved in really helping you cook and sequence those steps. Another thing is really just a Tupperware container. This one's really great because you can snap the edges. You can try and line it up properly. You can close the edges. Really any Tupperware that you get is going to be handy, and all of them are going to be effective. Just continuing maybe trying to put in small ones into the bigger ones and then try and get down to the prize at the end. That's kind of a fun little game. Another one you can do is kind of just like a little jar. Mine is small, yours can be big. It really doesn't matter. What you're going to work on again is that bilateral coordination, unscrewing tops, lining them up, screwing them back on. Some other things that I decided to take out was an ice cream scooper. This is really great if you are doing sensory play, scooping, trying to get out some rice, trying to get out some beans, trying to find hidden objects in a bigger bin. You can help get out some ice cream for you and your siblings. Really anything with the ice cream scooper is really, really great as well. Another thing you can try is if you're playing with Play-Doh, you can get a pizza cutter right on top of that Play-Doh. This is really gonna help to kind of work on that visual motor skill and also that bilateral coordination, so making sure that the Play-Doh stays on the table while you're cutting. Again, do this with safety. Make sure that there is an adult next to the child when they are working with these kinds of things. Again, you never know when a kitchen utensil could be dangerous. Something else that I decided to gather were some tongs. These are just some simple tongs. You can have big ones, you can have small ones, you can have grill tongs. I also got some of these out today. Really whatever you want. Again, transfer things, find objects, dig inside. Really anything. Get creative with those tongs. Those are a great way to work on some tripod grasps, some three-jaw chuck grasps. Really anything to get those grasp patterns working in that manipulation, continuing to grow while we're at home. So some of the last items that I got were just some bag chip clips, maybe some little clips like this. These are really going to work on that finger strength, that finger dexterity, some isolation, some pointer finger. These are really going to help to strengthen as well as work on those fine motor skills. So if you have any of these, feel free to take them off your chips for a few minutes and then put them right back on when you're done. This is a great activity for kids. The last thing I got was a little kid's safety knife. This really does take away the risk of safety. But again, this is kind of something that you'd maybe want to work on with an adult next to you. Work on trying to cut the Play-Doh, work on trying to roll up the Play-Doh into a worm and divide it into 10 spots. That's really going to help you, again, count as well. Something else you can do with this is you can work on spreading butter on your toast in the morning or peanut butter on your bread in the afternoon, anything like that. All right, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to your OT.